very warm and pleasant good afternoon to one and all. Welcome to LawSikho's thorough newspaper analysis for 15th and 16th December 2023. Chalo. Let us start with the editorial section of today's session. And the agenda that we are covering is Allahabad High Court allows survey of Mathura Idgah. What is the plea in the Sri Krishna Janmabhoomi case, which we have taken from the Indian Express? Then we'll be talking about some news update, and lastly the legal news update of the day. हम एडिटोरियल सेक्शन की तरफ चलते हैं, जहाँ पे वी आर पुटिंग द फोकस अगेन ऑन श्री कृष्ण जन्मभूमि शाही ईदगाह मस्जिद डिस्प्यूट. And the Allahabad High Court on Thursday, that is December 14, have allowed an application seeking the appointment of a commission to inspect the mosque complex. Now, the Hindu petitioners believe the mosque built on the orders of Emperor Aurangzeb was constructed atop the birthplace of Lord Krishna in Mathura. So it's the same, somewhat similar case which relates to the Babri Masjid also. Today, which was Ayodhya and Babri Masjid. Today, it lies adjacent to the Krishna Janmasthal temple visited by millions of Hindu devotees each year. So what has happened? The Hindu petitioners believe that where the mosque has been built, it has been built on the top of the birthplace of Krishna Janmabhoomi, and it was being built by the Emperor Aurangzeb. Now, what is the latest plea? So the latest application, which is filed under Order 26, Rule 9 CPC, is a part of the petition filed by 8 people, including next friend of Bhagwan Sri Krishna Virajman. अब ये पर्टिकुलर पिटिशन क्या बोलती है? that it seeks a survey of the Shahi Idgah Mosque, which was allowed by a bench of Justice Mayank Kumar Jain on Thursday. Now, moreover, the petition pleads that High Court passes an order directing the UP Sunni Central Waqf Board and the Shahi Idgah Mosque Committee to remove the construction raised by them encroaching upon the land in the dispute. Now, the petitions of the has also further, asked the court to direct the two opposing parties to hand over the land to the Sri Krishna Janmabhoomi Trust within the time provided by the court. Also, there is also a plea for seeks an order restraining the Waqf Board and the Mosque Committee that the people on their behalf from entering into premises of 13.37 acres of land at the Katra Keshav Dev City and District Mathura. It also says that a compromise agreement, which was dated back in 1968 between Sri Krishna Janmasthan Seva Sansthan, the Temple Management Authority, a registered society under the law, and the Trust Shahi Masjid Idgah, was illegal and void. तो इसमें generally particularly what has been happened कि कोई new construction ना हो. Second, जो agreement हुआ था उसे void बोला जा रहा है and illegal बोला जा रहा है, and restraining कोई भी additional construction हो. Now, the जो भी petition filed हुई है from the Hindu community, which says that it is a matter of fact and the history that Aurangzeb ruled over the country, had issued orders of demolition of large number of Hindu religious places and temples, including the temple standing at the birthplace of Lord Sri Krishna at Katra Keshav Dev, Mathura. Now, the army of Aurangzeb partly succeeded to demolish the Keshav Dev temple, and a construction was forcibly raised, showing the might of power, and said construction was named as Idgah Mosque. The petitions also say that the order of demolition passed by Aurangzeb finds place in the official court bulletin Bharat on February 19, 1670. So what is happening? That the petitioners is contending that the order which has been passed by Aurangzeb has a historical perspective, and this can be proved by the demolition order that they have, which dates back to 1670 January and February. Now, what is the Muslim side's counterclaim? So the lawyers representing the UP Sunni Central Waqf Board and Shahi Idgah Mosque Committee contend that the prayer made in application has no nexus with the prayer claimed in the original suit, first. And the second says that the Shahi Idgah Mosque does not come under the ambit of the 13.37 acre of land, which the Hindus are stating that it belongs to Katra Keshav Dev. The claim of plaintiff is based on guesswork and is not substantiated by any documentary evidence. Now, it's an age-old dispute. The mosque was built by Aurangzeb in 1670 on the site of the temple. The area was regarded as Nazul land, that is non-agricultural land owned by Marathas, then the British. Before the mosque was built, Raja Veer Singh Bundela of Odisha had also built a temple on the same premises. Now, in 1850, Raja Patni Mal of Banaras bought this particular land, which was around 14 acres of land in auction by East India Company. The Raja descendant, which are Rai Kishan Singh and Rai Anand Singh, sold the land to Jugal Kishore Birla, and it was registered in the name of Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya, Goswami Ganesh Dutt, and Bikain Lalji Atreya. Now, Sri Krishna Janmabhoomi Trust was set up by Birla and it acquired the ownership rights over the Katra Keshavdev temple. In 1956, the Sri Krishna Janma Seva Sangh was set up to manage the affairs of temple, and in 1977, the word Sangh was replaced by Sansthan. Now, the case so far in the Gyanvapi order, at least a dozen of cases were filed in courts in Mathura by the different petitioners. Now, the common thread of all the petitions was the removal of the mosque from 13.77 acre land complex. Now, in the May this year, that is 2023, Allahabad High Court had transferred to itself all the suit on the Sri Krishna Janmabhoomi Shahi Idgah Masjid dispute. The latest Mathura order is similar to the one in Varanasi Gyanvapi Mosque. Now, in May 16 last year, a videographic survey of the Kashi Vishwanath Temple Gyanvapi Mosque was completed by a commission appointed by local court. And during that survey, a structure which the Hindu side claimed was shivling and the Muslim side claimed as fountain was found to be inside the mosque premises. So there was a survey which was conducted, and in that particular place, Hindu claimed that a shivling has been found, while the Muslims claim that it's a fountain that has been found. Now, subsequently, the scientific survey of Gyanvapi Mosque complex was ordered by Varanasi District Court on 21st this year. This time, District and Session Judge A.K. Vishwesha directed to undertake scientific investigation, survey and excavation of property. The survey was halted after the Mosque Committee approached the Allahabad High Court and Supreme Court staying the survey. Both the court cleared the decks of survey and resumed on August 4. On Monday, the Varanasi District Court had granted one more week to the Archaeological Survey of India to submit the findings of the court order scientific survey of Gyanvapi Mosque premises. So what has been done? Allahabad High Court has allowed the survey and has given 1 week more time related to Sri Krishna Janmabhoomi case, and we hope so fair justice comes on the bench. चलें. Now, national news की तरफ चलते हैं. SBI to sign ₹630 crore LOC, that is line of credit, with Germany KfW for solar project. So a very big revolutionary step coming in the solar development, where the agreement has been signed on December 14, where they will be promoting solar projects in the country. On the standalone basis, it's posted a net profit of around ₹14 crore as against 13 crore in the year-long ago period. So with Germany, we are signing the deal for the solar projects. India hosts 4-day 27th WAIPA World Investment Conference in New Delhi from 11 December. So Invest India, the National Investment Promotion and Facilitation Agency of Government of India, and the current president of World Association of Investment Promotion Agency under the aegis of Department of Promotion of Industry hosted a World Investment Conference, which was 27th. And the theme of this particular conference was Empowering Investors, IPS Pioneering Future Growth. Now, this is the particular investment conference which has been held in New Delhi. 12 of 31 states UT project debt more than 35% of GSDP at financial year 24 end. So more than 33% of India constituent units, that is states and UTs, have projected their debt of to cross 35% of their respective gross state domestic product. 12 states are Arunachal Pradesh, Bihar, Goa, Himachal Pradesh, Kerala, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Punjab, Rajasthan, and West Bengal. Now, the RBI in its later annual publication has warned that any additional allocation of non-merit goods, services, subsidies, transfers and guarantee could jeopardize the fragile fiscal situation of the states. So this is something related to financial aspect of our country. Now, Leander Paes, Vijay Amritraj induced into Tennis Hall of Fame. So Leander Paes and Vijay Amritraj, former Indian tennis players, have been inducted in tennis prestigious Hall of Fame. Now, the only other inductee in the Hall of Fame in the class 2024 is Britain's Richard Evans, a popular tennis journalist. So they will be officially inducted into International Tennis Hall of Fame in ceremony, which will be conducted on July 20, 2024 in Rhode Island. So it's a big news coming for Indian sports players. Indian Coast Guard ship SAJAG strength maritime ties with UAE through a strategic overseas deployment. So Indian Coast Guard ship that is SAJAG, an offshore petrol vessel, is on a 3-day visit to UAE as a part of ongoing strategic overseas deployment to West Asia. Okay. Now, in alignment with India's strategic vision of Sagar, that is security and growth for all in the region, the symbolic visit emphasizes the commitment to fostering understanding and interoperability between the maritime forces of both the nations. India Forest and World Wood Certification Scheme launched to promote sustainable management of forests and agroforestry. So, Ministry has launched the Indian Forest and Wood Certification Scheme, and it offers voluntarily third-party certification designed to promote sustainable forest management and agroforestry in the country. The scheme includes forest management certification, tree outside forest management certification, and chain of custody certification. So it's a very basic news which is coming. You can include in your essays which relates to sustainable management, forest and agroforestry. Next news की तरफ चलते हैं. Maldives decide not to renew hydrographic survey agreement with India. So Maldives have decided not to renew the hydrographic survey agreement with India under the Secretary of Public Policy, Mohammad Firizul, said the part of the Hafta 14 roadmap was to revoke bilateral and diplomatic agreement with other country that would put the country's sovereignty in danger. Now, as per the Firizul, Maldives President Mohammad Muzu and his cabinet want to retain information and data about the country's water within the country itself. Okay? So, Maldives have decided not to renew the hydrographic survey agreement with India. Now, CAP28 landmark deal agreed to transition away from fossil fuel. So, nearly 200 countries at the CAP28 Climate Summit have agreed to a deal that for the first time calls on all nations to transition away from fossil fuel to avoid the forest worst effect of climate change. Now, what is the key point? It reinforced that 1.5 carbon goal recognizes it would require 43% of emission cut by 2030. Countries backed a call for global renewable energy to be triple and the rate of energy efficiency improvement double by 2030. And little progress was made on climate adaptation and finance, which the deal acknowledges will need trillions of dollars in support. Reliance Industries partner with DBS Bank for financing program of CBC for CBG plants. So Reliance Industry Limited have partnered with DBS Bank and have collaborated to establish a financing program customized to the requirement of compressed biogas project initiated by Reliance Industries Limited. In the 46th annual general meeting, Chairman Mukesh Ambani had said that the company target to establish 100 compressed biogas plant in the next 5 years, consuming 5.5 million tons of agro residue and organic waste. Now, National Energy Conservation Day, which has been celebrated on December 14 to raise public awareness about the value of energy efficiency and conservation. Every year, the Bureau of Energy Efficiency under the Ministry of Power spearheads the celebration. Now, to commemorate the day this year, the government presented the National Energy Conservation Award, National Energy Efficiency Innovation Award, and National Painting Competition on Energy Conservation. China, Egypt launched first joint satellite project. So China and Egypt has successfully launched a satellite that was jointly developed and assembled by the two countries, marking a new milestone in the space cooperation. Thus, what is the satellite name? Satellite name is MISR Sat-2. Okay. And the satellite project, which cost around $72 million, was signed in 2019 between the Egyptian Space Agency and China National Space Administration. Poonawalla HF gets a new name. I think it's a technical mistake. A tropical cyclone Jasper, the first named storm of the 2023-2024 Australian region cyclones this season, made landfall in northeast Australia, impacting the northern Queensland with destructive winds and the looming threat of flash flooding. Tropical cyclone Jasper, the first named storm of 2023-24 Australian region cyclone season, made landfall in the northeast Australia. Now, intensification and category 4 status. Jasper rapidly intensified, reaching category 4 status on 7 December. However, the cyclone journey took a turn as it encountered an environment with increasing wind shear, leading to a gradual weakening. So there's a tropical cyclone Jasper which has hit the northeast Australia. Andrew Braugher, Emmy-winning actor who starred in Homicide and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, dies. A Chicago-born actor has been breakthrough role in 1989's Glory, starring alongside Morgan Freeman and Denzel Washington, who won an Oscar for the film about an all-black army regiment during the Civil War. Now, Andre Braugher, the Emmy-winning actor best known for his roles on the series Homicide, Life on the Street, and Brooklyn Nine-Nine, died Monday at the age of 61. Russian President Vladimir Putin says next BRICS summit in 2024 under Russia's presidency. So Russian President Vladimir Putin has said that the next BRICS summit in 2024 under Russia's presidency in Kazan will be dedicated to establish a fair world order. Now, what is BRICS? BRICS is an intergovernmental organization comprising Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. It was formed in 2010 by the addition of South Africa to its predecessor called BRIC. Now, full membership is scheduled to take effect on 1st January 2024. In August 2013, the 15th BRIC Summit, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa announced that Argentina, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, Saudi Arabia, and UAE have been invited to join the organization. However, Argentina's current government is expected to decline the invitation. Legal update देखते हैं, which is coming from the Supreme Court, suspend conviction of BSP MP Afzal Ansari. So Supreme Court by 2:1 majority has suspended the conviction of BSP MP Afzal Ansari in a case under the UP Gangster Act case, paving the way for the restoration of his membership in the Lok Sabha. The court held that legislator from Ghazipur constituency can attend the House proceeding. He will not be able to cast his votes or draw perks or monetary benefits. Lok Sabha issued a notification on May 1 disqualifying Ansari following his conviction in the case, and the case name is Afzal Ansari versus State of UP. Now, tribunal cannot direct framing of policy by government. Supreme Court set aside AFDT Direction. Supreme Court has set aside the held that a tribunal subject to High Court jurisdiction cannot be permitted by law to direct the framing of policy by government. Now, Justice Abhay S. Oka and Justice Sanjay Karol was considering whether the Armed Forces Tribunal could have issued a direction to the government to frame a policy for filing up the post of Judge Advocate General. It has been observed time and again that the court direct for a legislation or policy to be made, the Apex Court said in this regard. And the case name is Union of India versus AIR Commodore N.K. Sharma, in which the tribunal cannot direct framing of policy by government. Supreme Court set aside AFDT Direction. Now, mere absconding by accused and remaining untraceable for long can't establish the guilt, which is by Supreme Court. And the Supreme Court said that a man convicted by High Court of Madras under 304, holding that the prosecution was unable to establish the accusation against him beyond reasonable doubt, the court said that he was entitled to be acquitted as it was what the justice of the case demand. The court has said that the appellant has been absconding for over 3 years and was apprehended in Kerala after a vigorous search which was inductive of his guilt. However, the court held that a mere abstinence cannot establish the guilt of person, and the bench of justice was Justice B.R. Gavai, Justice Dipankar Datta, and Justice Arvind Kumar. And the case name is Sekaran versus State of Tamil Nadu. Now, another Supreme Court judgment coming up, revision petition under Section 115 CPC, not maintainable against refusal to set aside ex parte decree under order. So the court has said that civil revision petition under Section 115 of CPC is not maintainable against the dismissal of an application filed under Order 9 Rule 13 of CPC to set aside an ex parte decree. ये बहुत important judgment है, judiciary के हिसाब से बिल्कुल important judgment है, इसको learn करके जाइएगा. And the case name is Kaushik Mutually Aided Cooperative Housing Society versus Amina Begum. इसको please note down कर लीजिएगा यहाँ पर. That's all for the today's news update. A big announcement that is coming up. Whoever students are giving DGS for tomorrow, that is has been scheduled on 17 December. All the best, guys. We will be bringing the video on answer key and the analysis of question paper after probably 3:30 and 5:30 respectively. So do join us in the YouTube live session, and thank you for watching. Take care.